Shalom, can give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. And as well as honors to you brothers out there in the highways and byways, so you GMS brothers, out there pushing the truth, and all you other camps who are affiliated with GMS or just follow doctrine, so on and so forth, also go out there, push the word. I'm just going to be breaking down Deuteronomy 18, 15 to 19, because it's really kind of like a basic thing, and it's really important to get into. Deuteronomy 18 and 15, the Lord thy God, Yahweh, will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, and of thy brethren, like unto me, unto him shall ye hearken, ye shall hearken. Right? And this is talking about Yahawashi, right? According to all that thou desirest to the Lord, thy power and hold when he did the assembly, saying, Let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my power, now let me see this great fire any more, lest that I die not. See this blazing fire anymore, which happened in was it Exodus, the 19th chapter. Moses basically received the information, and then he puts the law and pretty much recites it all down in Exodus, the 20th chapter. But if you want more details, go look into that for yourself. But then he breaks it with the golden calf, I believe, Aaron and the golden calf incident and whatever, which fun fact, was it Jeroboam who took that same calf back out and started to, or he didn't take it back out, but because I think it was broken and the pieces were like scattered away, he didn't rebuild it, but he made another one that was just like it, and started to make an idol of it. Like, what the fuck? That's some shit Jake would do, bro. But yeah, that happened in Exodus 19, so before I go look into it for yourself. Those said unto me, they have spoken well spoken, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. Right, I'll raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I command him. Right, because what will happen here, the less hear the voice of the Lord anymore, or see the blazing fire, because of people were afraid. Right, so the Lord said, we'll bring the prophets among you, which was all in his own order and plan, because we always had prophets. Was the Spirit of the Lord walking the cool day in Genesis, the 2nd chapter? He always, was the 2nd chapter, or was it the 3rd? I think it might have been the 3rd, but you always had prophets around, always from the beginning, before there was I guess you could say a prophetic order, before there was ever synagogues and assemblies and Sanhedrins and all this stuff. We always had prophets. There was always prophets. Right, and it shall come to pass to whosoever will not hearken unto my words which he shall speak in my name, I'll cry at him. Right, he says, I'll personally deal with anyone who will not listen to the messages the prophet claims on my behalf. Alright, this is all talking about Yahawashi. And this is a commentary, so Haley's Bible Handbook, page 152. This prediction, Deuteronomy 18, 15 to 19, may have a secondary reference to the prophetic order at large, the succession of prophets to be raised up for emergencies in Israel's history, which you can argue that towards like the end, you can say that's what it's talking about, a prophetic order. Which we had that. There was many prophets. It's not just the prophets that you hear about in the scriptures. There were other prophets. We just don't know their names. There was a whole company of prophets. They were around Samuel. You can read about that. There was a company of prophets. We don't know their names, but there was a company. There's another thing I'm thinking of. Was it Obadiah? There was a bunch of prophets. I think he hid some prophets away from Ahab and the whole Jezebel's thing. So there's a lot of prophets. There's a lot of prophets. And then even from the prophetic writings that they did write, there's some stuff that's lost to time. I think they say Isaiah wrote history of Uzziah, one of the Judean kings, or something like that. I read here in this commentary book. So there's a lot of writings and things that's lost to time that we don't know. The Lord may give us, some of that stuff back in the kingdom, or He may, work with our spirits and have us know all of it. But that's yet to be seen, or maybe it might just be lost to time. All we know is that certain things that we have that we're able to be preserved, to be kept, for the current canon that we know is currently canon, we have, and we just stick to that. And the elders and apostles, I was before, so they looked into a lot of these other books and stuff, and they kind of gleaned out what's really canon. Alright, so as I was saying, you pretty much know what we need to look into, what we don't need to look into. Back into here, Fred, but its message unmistakably points to one illustrious individual, the Messiah, is one of the Old Testament's most specific predictions of Yahawashi Mashiach. And the book says Christ was read it verbatim. Jesus himself has understood it. You see John 5. Right. This was after the healing at Bethesda. So this is no, not 1 Corinthians 5, right? John 5. This book of John, chapter 5, and verse 46, which is the point. For had ye believed Moses, you had have believed me, for he wrote of me. And that's exactly what he was talking about. If you believe not his writings, how should you believe my words? So that's the whole thing, So Moses himself wrote about Yahawashi, Moses, is King David, reincarnated as Masha, which I believe means drawn from the water, which is a reference to his life. As we all know, the whole account, you read the scriptures and, you'll get the whole account. Just read Genesis, Exodus,